Let's go. So the next thing that you need to do for your assessment task is you need to have written out your scales, right? C, G, D, and F. After you've written out your scales, you then need to write the scales using semi-breves and using a key signature. So you need to include the sharps or the flats depending on the scale. After you've done all of those things, you're then up to the step where you need to write a piece of music. So let's pretend that I'm going to write a piece of music and I'm going to use this one here, which is going to be in C major. And I might start by going C, E, F, G, and then my second bar might be up the top here, C, B, I'm just making this up, right? A, and, oh, let's make that, da-da, da-da-da, da, and I'll finish on a C. So there's my little composition, right? I've got C, E, F, G, C, B, A, G, so C, B, A, G, C. And they're the notes that I've used that belong to this C major scale. Now to transpose, you need to do something that's called, you need to use something that are called scale degrees. Scale degree numbers are really easy. All you do is you get the major scale and you say, in C major, C is note number 1. D is note number 2, E is number 3, and so on. So these are what are called scale degree numbers, which means that every note of the scale gets given a particular number. If I transfer that information to over here, what that means is that the note C is actually scale degree number 1, the note E is number 3, the note F is number 4, G is number 5. C up an octave turns out to be number 8. It's still a C, but that's the low C, that's the high C, that's why they get given a different number. You've got 7, 6, 5, and finish on 1. So the reason this is important is because we use scale degree numbers to transpose music up and down to other keys. So let's write out our first scale. What's the first one that you've got to change to G major? It would be G major. So let's write out a G major scale. G major has got G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. And what we need to do is get this piece of music and change it into G major. Now the first thing that I'll do with this is because G major has got a F sharp in it, I need to represent that in the key signature. So I'm going to put an F sharp at the top here, remembering that it doesn't matter whether it's that F or any other F, they're all going to be sharp because I'm telling the musician that it's going to be sharp here. The second step is that I've got to move this and transpose it, change the key from C major to G major. And to do that, I can use scale degree numbers, and it works like this. I've labelled these 1 through to 8, and that represents the scale degree numbers in C major. However, in G major, they're different. I've got to start again on number 1 and just label them the same way that I did before. And what you'll find is that the numbers correspond to different notes. So number 1 in C major is C, but number 1 in G major is G. And if you have a look, like number 5 in C major is G, but it's actually number 1 over here. And if I have a look at number C, it's number 4 in G major, but it's actually number 1. So they're different. All I've done is written the scale, put the number underneath it. Written another scale, put the scale degree numbers underneath it. And now I follow the same scale degree pattern to transpose into G major. So the first note that I need is a crotchet, and it's scale degree number 1. In C major it's C. In G major it's the note G. So I'm going to start with G. Then I need note number 3, 4, 5, which is B, C, D. So I'm going to go B, C, D as a minimum, and notice that I'm changing the stems to differentiate whether they're going up or down. And then I'm going to go to number 8, which is high G up the top. So I'm going to go to there, G. The next one is 7, so it's F sharp, like that. Then we've got 6, which is E. Is this making sense, girls? E, then 5, which is D, and I'm going to finish on G. Make sense? So what I've now done is that I've transposed the C major melody into G major. If you have a look, the shape of it actually does the same thing. So if we just look at the shape of the melody, so whether it goes up or down, it kind of goes up there, then it goes up and comes all the way down and with a big jump. Same thing here, it kind of goes up, goes there, big jump down the bottom. I'm going to do another one. So let's do F major. Same process. F major scale. Oops. Don't worry about it. I'm just hoping the battery doesn't die on it because I've only charged it for like 10 minutes, so the battery might die on it. So F major, we've got F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. Because this one has got a B flat in it, the key signature over here, if we're going to go into F major, needs to have a flat in there as well to tell me that it's a different thing. I write the scale degree numbers again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start the process. Number 1 is F. So I'm going to start with F. Then I need 1, 3, 4, 5. So F, A, B flat, C. F, A, B flat, C. I'm just going to do it that way there. And what do I need after that? 8, 7, 6, 5, 1. So 8, 7, 6, 5, and 1. Or F, E, D, that's a dodgy one, C, da, 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 and then F down here. And if it helps, write down the scale degree numbers underneath it so you can cross-check it. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 1. 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 1. So what I've got here is the same piece of music, but this one is written in C major, that one's written in G major, that one's written in F major. For your task, on your e-portfolio, you need to have played all your scales. So you need to have a video of you playing the scales, da 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 da, up just once. I'm not too fussed about your technique and whether you're getting all the notes nice and even. I just want to know that you can play the scale. That's basically it for that. Do all the scales that you need. Then you need to learn to play your melody in C major and record it. And you need to learn to play the melody in G major. It will sound the same but higher or lower. And you need to do the same one in F major and play that and record it as well. So you're going to have 4 scales that are recorded plus your main melody and the 3 transpositions of it all on your e-portfolio. To get this done efficiently, you need to not make this too complex. If you're making it so complex and it's got crazy rhythm patterns and all of that, it means that you're not going to be able to learn it in the time that you've got, so keep it simple. Make it nice and easy. Sorry? The task is week 3, is that what we agreed? I can't remember. Yeah? That's next week, yeah. Yeah. So, it's on your Google Classroom. What we can, what we can do, girls, and I spoke to Miss McEwen about this with the other class. If you want to, we can give you extra time to do this. My only concern with giving you extra time is that you also have your performance tasks that's due. But if everyone feels, and we'll discuss it afterwards, if we get to the end of this week and you know what, everyone's still struggling with it, we'll just give you extra time. That's no big deal. All right? But we don't want to give you extra time and then it start to impact on your other task because you've got e-portfolio, all the e-portfolio stuff due week 4, this one at the moment due week 3, and then you've got your actual performance in week 6. Does that make sense, girls? I've just videotaped it. Hopefully it's recorded, and I'll put it up. I'll put it on Google Classroom if it's worked. Sorry? You can play, play it on piano or guitar or flute or violin, whatever instrument, as long as you can play it. You can sing it if you want, but you need to sing the notes accurately in order to show that you can understand it. If it all sounds the same, then you're not differentiating. Any other questions? All right, that's it, girls.